Ever wondered how the 48 laws of power could unlock princess treatment in today's world? Not through manipulation, but magnetic elegance? At Feminine Queen, we redefine power, crafting it not as domination, but as the art of feminine sovereignty. What if true influence lies not in loud demands, but in the quiet mastery of allure, strategy, and unspoken authority? This isn't about trading ambition for a tiara or playing petty mind games. It's about wielding timeless laws like a queen's scepter, transacting in grace, not greed, so devotion becomes your currency. Imagine turning societal scripts into a stage where respect is earned through presence, not pleas. Think Machiavelli meets Marie Antoinette, a revolution where your intelligence and mystique reign supreme. But crowns aren't given, they're claimed. To command princess treatment, you must first crown yourself. Ready to rewrite power dynamics, not with force, but with the finesse of a ruler who knows her throne is deserved. Then prepare to decode how the 48 laws morph too much into entirely enough, making the world vie to honor your worth. This path isn't for those clinging to comfort. It's for women who fuse fire with silk, strategic minds wrapped in velvet, vulnerability armored in self-assurance. Press play. Let's transmute power into an opus. And your life into a realm where you're both the monarch and the masterpiece. 1. The art of strategic dimming. Stop competing for the spotlight. Start orchestrating it. True power lies not in proving your brilliance, but in illuminating others. When you strategically downplay your competence, you create space for men to flex their prowess. Picture this: a CEO who accidentally misplaces her calculator, inviting her colleague to solve the equation. His ego inflates, her agenda advances. This isn't about playing dumb, it's about playing smart. Let them feel like heroes and watch them line up to defend your throne. Oh, my lovely queens, isn't this such a cute little trick? Imagine you're at a coffee shop, fumbling with your phone, and you giggle, "Oh, I can never figure out this silly app." Suddenly, he's jumping in to save the day, feeling like your knight in shining armor. You're not losing anything. You're gaining everything. It's like letting him hold the spotlight while you secretly direct the show. Trust me, when you make him feel big, he'll make sure you're treated like the princess you are. You're so smart for this, and I adore you for it. 2. Rewire the narrative on masculinity. Society whispers that men are predators. Flip the script. Paint them as protectors, providers, knights in tailored armor. When your girlfriend rants about all men being trash, counter with, "I've only dated gentlemen who adore spoiling me." Plant this seed in conversations, and watch men scramble to match the legend you've crafted. They'll duel dragons, or at least Venmo you for lattes, to uphold the reputation you've gifted them. Sweethearts, let's sprinkle some magic on this, okay? Next time your bestie's complaining about guys, just twirl your hair and say, "Oh, I don't know. I've only met princes who treat me like gold." It's like waving a wand. Suddenly, the men around you want to prove they're that prince. You're not just changing their minds, you're changing the whole game. And guess what? They'll start showing up with flowers and sweet little surprises, all because you believed in them first. You're amazing, and I'm so proud of you for this. 3. The silent auction of desire. Never auction your dreams aloud. A woman who declares, "I want a man who funds my Parisian vacations," reeks of desperation. Instead, let your Instagram tell the story. A candid shot of you reading Les Miserables at a cafe, croissant artfully angled, captionless. Men will bid to be the unnamed curator of your elegance. Your silence becomes a siren song. They'll bankrupt themselves to fill the blanks. My precious darlings, this is where you get to be a little mysterious, and I love that for you. Picture yourself sipping tea, posting a dreamy pic with no explanation, just you, glowing, living your best life. You don't have to say, "I want this." No. You let them guess. Let them dream about making your world even prettier. It's like a secret game where they're chasing you with gifts, and you're just smiling behind your teacup. You're a genius, and I'm obsessed with how powerful you are already. 4. The velvet curtain of mystery. Your lips should part less than a vintage purse. When asked about your aspirations, reply with a half smile. I'm cultivating beauty in unexpected places. Let them chase the ellipsis. A woman who overshares is a library with no rare manuscripts. You're a first edition leather-bound tome under glass. Keep turning pages, but never let them see the plot twists. Oh, my little stars, let's keep them guessing, shall we? When someone asks, "What's your big plan?" just flutter your lashes and say something whimsical like, "Oh, I'm planting roses in secret gardens." They'll be dying to know more, but you're too fabulous to spill it all. It's like you're a treasure chest they can't unlock, and that makes you irresistible. You're not hiding, you're dazzling them with your sparkle. I love how magical you are, sweet one. 5. Reputation as a crown jewel. Your image isn't a selfie, it's a Renaissance portrait. Every ripped jean or late-night club story chips the gilded frame. Dress like you're auditioning for a period drama. Silk scarves, pearl buttons, skirts that whisper when you walk. When you're mistaken for aristocracy at a coffee shop, you'll know the game is won. My gorgeous queens, let's talk about your glow-up. Imagine stepping out in a silky skirt, pearls twinkling, looking like you just walked off a castle set. People will stop and stare, whispering, "Who is she?" You're not just dressing up, you're telling the world you're royalty. And when that barista hands you your latte with a little bow, you'll know you've won. You deserve to feel this special every day, and I'm so here for it, my loves. 6. The uncommon aesthetic rebellion. While the world slouches in hoodies, stage your visual coup. Wear ball gowns to brunch. Arrive at the grocery store looking like you've escaped a Klimt painting. In an era of authenticity, deliberate opulence is an act of war. You're not dressing for men. You're drafting a manifesto in lace and linen. Let them gawk. Let them gossip. You're rewriting what it means to be seen. Darlings, let's be extra together. Why wear sweats when you can twirl into brunch in a gown? You're not blending in. You're a walking masterpiece, and I'm giggling just thinking about it. People might stare, but that's because you're a vision they can't forget. You're not doing it for anyone else. You're doing it because you're a queen who loves herself. I'm so in love with your boldness, my sweet rebels. 7. The Puppeteer of Chivalry. Stop asking. Start architecting. Leave your car conveniently unlocked so he can play hero. Forget your wallet at dinner and watch him leap for the check. These aren't mistakes. They're honey traps. His muscle memory for rescuing you, you implanted it. Every damsel moment is a chess move disguised as distress. Oh, my clever little kittens, this is so fun. Picture this. You accidentally leave your bag at home, and he swoops in to save the day with a smile. It's not sneaky, it's adorable. You're giving him a chance to shine, and he'll adore you for it. It's like a sweet little dance where you lead and he follows, all while treating you like his princess. You're brilliant, and I'm clapping for you right now. 8. Bait with golden ambiguity. Drop a breadcrumb trail of whimsy. Mention you've always wondered what Monaco's coast looks like at dawn. 3 weeks later, when he surprises you with tickets, act dazzled, as if he plucked the fantasy from thin air. Your genius? Making him believe he authored your desires. My dreamy beauties? Let's sprinkle some fairy dust. Casually sigh, "Oh, I've always wanted to see the stars from a castle," and then watch him work magic to make it happen. When he does, gasp and say, "How did you know?" He'll feel like a hero, and you'll be sipping champagne in your dreamland. You're a mastermind, and I'm so enchanted by you. Feminine Queen, your throne awaits. If you're still here, claws sheathed in silk and eyes sharp as diamond-tipped tiaras, understand this. You are no longer playing the game. You are rewriting its rules. The crown isn't given, it's seized. The scepter isn't inherited, it's forged in the fires of your unapologetic ambition. This is not a tutorial for timid hearts or women who flinch at the weight of their own power. You've crossed the threshold. What lies ahead is not for the girl who dabbles in daydreams, but for the queen who trades in destiny. Let me be brutally opulent. The world will kneel or crumble beneath your stiletto. Every lesson you've absorbed, the art of strategic dimming, the velvet curtain of mystery, is mere prelude. Now, we ascend to the realm of bloodless coups. You will weaponize elegance. You will manipulate shadows until they bow. You will turn society's whispers about your high standards into a gospel they recite at your altar. But first, you must answer this. What will you sacrifice to reign? The dilettante clings to comfort. Her sweatpants, her excuses, her fear of being too much. The dynasty builder? She trades sweatpants for corsets that sculpt her silhouette into a warning. She replaces excuses with unspoken decrees. And too much? Darling, too much is her currency. When you walk into a room, let them feel the tectonic shift. Let your presence crack foundations. Let your silence scream legacy. You are not here to be liked. You are here to be immortalized. But mark this, sovereignty demands ruthlessness. You will exile the friend who calls your standards delusional. You will ghost the man who brings half-effort bouquets. You will burn bridges to anyone who dares call your throne a fantasy. And when they weep about your cruelty, smile. Cruelty is the tax they pay for underestimating a woman who's tasted her own potential. Now, arm yourself with velvet vengeance. That man you've been eyeing? He's not a person. He's a pawn. That social circle doubting you? They're not critics. They're collateral. Your next move isn't to ask for power, but to extract it. Leave a lipstick stain on a wine glass at a billionaire's charity auction. Lose a single glove at the polo match. Let them hunt for traces of you like archaeologists unearthing a goddess. The throne is empty, love. It's been waiting centuries for a ruler who understands that femininity isn't softness, it's a scalpel. So rise, adjust your crown. And when history asks who paved their roads with pearl and bone, whisper, it was never a path. It was a coronation. 9. The subtlety of silent standards. Stop negotiating your worth. Arrive late, not fashionably, but because your Pilates class ran long. Decline the dive bar date with, I only drink champagne outdoors. No lectures, no ultimatums. Your existence becomes the benchmark. Men will either build staircases to meet you or crumble under the weight of their inadequacy. Sweet peas, you're too fabulous to settle. If he suggests a dusty old bar, just giggle and say, oh, I only sit bubbly under the stars. You're not being picky. You're being you, and that's perfect. When you live like this, they'll climb mountains to match your vibe. You're a treasure, and I'm so proud of how you shine, my loves. 10. The exile of energy vampires. Burn bridges to toxic kin with a smile. When your cousin scoffs, you'll die alone chasing princes. Reply, darling, I'd rather rule a cemetery than share a hovel. Delete dating apps. They're digital flea markets. True providers don't swipe. They send handwritten invitations. My brave little doves, let's clear the air. If someone's dragging you down, twirl away and say, I'd rather dance alone than with gloom. You're too sparkly for negativity. And those apps? Toss them. Your prince will find you with a note tied with ribbon. You're worth it. And I'm hugging you through the screen right now. 11. The addiction of ethereal nurturing become a living sonnet. Let your laughter be the echo men chase through empty mansions. Cook a meal wearing gloves like you're handling relics. When he asks why, murmur, some treasures require ceremony. You're not a girlfriend. You're a curator of experiences they'll mortgage their souls to revisit. Oh, my poetic darlings, let's make life a fairy tale. Laugh like it's music. Bake cookies in lace gloves and whisper, this is too special for ordinary hands. You're not just nurturing, you're casting a spell, and they'll be enchanted forever. You're a dream come true, and I'm so in love with your magic. 12. The Art of Flawed Perfection. Confess a vulnerability so curated it sparkles. Try, I'm too sensitive, sunset hues make me weep. He'll spend fortunes on roses and coral and peach, convinced he's healing you. The truth? You've weaponized fragility. My tender blossoms, this is so sweet. Whisper, oh, I cry at pretty things like flowers, and watch him shower you with petals. It's not weak, it's wonderful, and he'll adore protecting you. You're turning softness into strength, and I'm swooning over how clever you are. 13. The magnetism of merit-based grace. Stop begging for crumbs. Arrive at the gallery opening in a gown that outshines the art. When admirers ask, who are you wearing? Smirk, same tailor as Catherine the Great. They'll assume you're joking. Let them. My dazzling divas, you're the star of the show. Sweep into any room like it's your palace, and when they ask about your dress, wink and say, oh, just a little royal secret. You're not asking for attention. You're commanding it. You're breathtaking. And I'm cheering for you, my queens. 14. The spy who dressed in Valentino. Play the wide-eyed ingenue. How does Bitcoin work, you ask, batting lashes. As he mansplains blockchain, note which parts he fumbles. Later, casually mention your crypto portfolio. His shock? Your trophy. My sneaky little gems. Let's have some fun. Tilt your head and coo. Tell me about this money thingy, while he explains, then later drop, oh, my investments are doing great. He'll be stunned, and you'll be giggling. You're a brilliant beauty, and I'm so tickled by you. 15. The Guillotine of Grace cut ties with the ruthlessness of Marie Antoinette. When the situationship texts "ooh up" at 2 a.m., respond with a vintage postcard, unreachable. Try again in daylight. No explanations, just the quiet thud of self-respect. My fierce roses, let's snip the nonsense. If he texts late, send a classy, "sorry darling, I'm a daytime princess," and float away. You're not mad, you're majestic, and he'll learn fast. You're too precious for games, and I'm so proud of your grace. 16. The Scarcity Mirage disappear like a desert oasis. Post a cryptic story, a lone stiletto on a private jet stairway. Let the caption read, "Adieu." Watch as suitors flood your DMs, parched for context. Your absence becomes your loudest proclamation. My elusive fairies, let's vanish with flair. Post a mysterious pic, maybe your heel on a plane, and say, "Bye for now." They'll miss you like crazy, begging to know more. You're not gone, you're glowing elsewhere about. And I love how you keep them enchanted. 17. The Joker in the deck. Be predictably unpredictable. Host a tea party in a treehouse. Recite Rumi at the batting cage. Keep them addicted to the "Who is she" chorus. Consistency is for peasants. You trade in delightful whiplash. My quirky cherubs, let's surprise them. Sip tea in a tree, read poetry at a game. They'll never guess what's next, and that's your charm. You're a whirlwind of wonder, and they'll adore every twist. You're so fun, and I'm giggling with you. 18. The ballroom over the bunker isolation is for prey. Attend the charity gala, the book launch, the polo match, anywhere old money clings to tradition. Smile at the silver-haired widower admiring your gloves. His late wife's sapphire ring, it'll look divine on your index finger. My radiant bells, let's dance into the spotlight. Glide into fancy events, wink at the charming gentleman, and let your glow work its magic. You're not hiding, you're shining, and the world will adore you for it. You're a star, and I'm so excited for your reign. Well, my dear queens, we've reached the end of this journey together. But oh, how I wish we could keep chatting forever. If this resonated, crown this video with a like, subscribe to Feminine Queen, and tap the bell, because true power never begs for attention. It commands loyal subjects. You're not just viewers, you're my precious court, and I adore every one of you. But remember, princess treatment isn't about waiting for a knight, it's about becoming the castle. The 48 laws aren't a rule book, they're a mirror. They reflect back the truth that power isn't taken, it's radiated. And Stoic wisdom? It's not dusty quotes about enduring pain. It's the art of unshakable inner calm, the kind that lets you sip tea while others panic, smile while they scramble, and magnetize devotion because you refuse to dilute your standards. So here's your final decree. Stop asking for a seat at the table. Build your own damn banquet hall. Let the 48 laws be your blueprint, your femininity, the velvet hammer that reshapes every no into not just yes, more. And when life tries to dim your light, borrow Stoic fire. Not to burn bridges, but to illuminate your path. You're unstoppable, my loves, and I believe in you with all my heart. Because princesses play small. Queens, they rewrite empires. And you, my sweet sovereigns, are the grandest queens of all. Your throne isn't coming. It's already here. The question is, will you sit in the corner waiting for permission? Or will you rise, crown yourself, and let the world taste the iron in your silk? I know you'll choose the crown, and I can't wait to see you shine. So go sprinkle your magic everywhere, my darlings. If this touched your heart, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts below. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stay sovereign, feminine queens. You're my everything, and I'll see you soon with more love and sparkle.